Hey guys, welcome back to Dry Racing. And today we're working on the Fiesta ST again. The last time we went out to the track, something was binding up when I was trying to turn, and I didn't know if it was the axle or what was going on, or if it was just slicks. When we got onto the car, the axle looks fine, but the boot itself is pretty torn, and grease is dripping everywhere, slinging everywhere. So it really needs to get replaced before I go down the track again and drip, grease everywhere. So not exactly how to, like I would normally with their videos, but kind of show you along the way and just kind of the process. So yeah, obviously the first thing we do is take off the tire and go from there. All right, guys, just real quick, to get the nut out of there for the axle, it's a 32 millimeter. And because mine has been out already, it didn't fight too hard, but your results may vary. Now we took the brakes off, just took the pretty much the whole brake there, the two 15 millimeter bolts. And now I believe we need to take apart some suspension here. As you can see, my problem, it was leaking everywhere. So now we're getting the ball joint out, and there's a nut bolt. I believe it's a 15 on one side, 13 on the other. And then after you get that out, kind of just pry it down. See, the trick here is to kind of get a wedge in there of sorts, like we have this.
Yeah,
and
chisel. What we don't want to do is damage the boot by using a pickle fork.
And so if you see from here, kind of got it jammed in there and just hammering it. And it's pain, but it'll go. I'm sure they make an actual tool to be able to do this, but
yeah, we're probably doing it wrong, but this worked last time.
Yeah. Okay, to get the tie rod out, we'll get to that. We'll get to the other thing here in a second, but got a, what was that?
5 millimeter.
A 5 millimeter Allen, the top of that. And then pretty much hammered on the side to break it loose, and hammered down really hard because it's a taper joint. Eventually did just kind of fall right out. So we got it most of the way down, but you start to run into the control arm running into the frame there. So we have to get some, got to get a spring compressor on there, and to kind of like to pick it all up, so then that'll just fall right down. All right, a little pro tip as you're pulling your axle out, have something ready to catch some transmission fluid.
All right.
So as I was pulling on this, he was just on the back side of the pry bar, and just gave a little pressure, and then
didn't take much at all. So the little clip on the end that holds it, clips it in your transmission, they want you to put some grease on the end, probably to hold it centered. And then I put a little on the seal area so we don't tear the seal when we shove it in.
Before you put them into, make sure you have the right part, and it appears that we do have the right part here. So that's half the battle, because how many times have we ran back to the parts store because it's not the right part?
Quite often.
So yeah, just kind of reverse the progress. All right, now the axle's in. We got the nut in there, and it's 188 foot-pounds or 255 newton meters. We have a torque stick that went up to 140 foot-pounds, so when it's on the ground, we'll get a little extra tight there. So pretty much we got to get the tie rod back in, and then the brakes on. And that pretty much what wraps it up. It did fight us the whole time. Once again, it's pretty worn out through here, but then again, it's been apart before. But all in all, it took maybe an hour, and probably the hardest part was getting this one slip joint off and then pushing the axle back in. You got to get that kind of lined up just right, and then it'll just kind of go right in. Yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions on your job, just leave a comment. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.